I would like to talk a little bit. I always feel a cigar makes me look rather philosophical, if you're wondering about that. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit about external issue, let's say, that isn't directly linked to any subject that I post on here. Well, it is, but it's an external issue, in a sense. I've been active now on YouTube for, perhaps active on and off for roughly 6 years, 7 years since I got my first account. Because of technical issues, I've had to change my account a few times. The account I've had now has probably been the most stable, and I've had it for roughly 2 years. As you'll see from my inbox, my channel, I've uploaded a lot of videos. 369, I believe. This will be my 370th. Some of those have got a lot of views, some of them hardly any, but I've already discussed this issue about viewership. That's not what this is about. Rather, it's about, let's say, online debate, online confrontation. Not just concerning my own channel, also my general activity online. You know, if you're a politically minded person like me, no doubt you think about things quite a lot. A lot of people come online and they talk about music, or they show DIY. I'd like to do more of that, actually. Not because I'm no longer interested in politics. I'll always be interested in politics and world affairs. It's just part of my thinking. It's who I am. I'm interested. And it does, for me, it's important. So I'm not necessarily going to change the focus of my videos. Maybe I'm going to try and introduce more, let's say, more light-hearted topics, because a lot of the things I talk about, let's be honest, are heavy political issues, gender debates, that sort of thing, things that are quite heavy. So I would like to introduce things that are a little bit more, I guess, down to earth, things that people actually can have an influence on, because when you think about it, a lot of the stuff I talk about, it's really the domain of world leaders to sort out. I do believe everyone has individual responsibility, and I'm someone who comments on the issues, but a lot of them there's little I can personally do about anyway. I just discuss them. And like I said, I'm going to keep doing that. Rather, I want to talk a little bit about the approach that I want to take from now on to this. I think it would be pretty arrogant of me to put out my view and then block comments, not let people have an alternative view. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep the comment sections open. If you disagree with me, that's fine. I think it would be arrogant for me to block the comment section and just have my views and not let others rebuke that. However, sometimes I do come across comments on my channel and on other forums, which is a view that I really just can't accept. Someone is saying something I just know is wrong, so I have this instinctive impulse to challenge them on that. Or sometimes I'll have said something and they'll have an instinctive impulse to challenge me because they think I'm wrong. And that's fine. I think debate can be healthy. I'm not saying I've got a problem with debate online, but I'm getting a little bit tired of some of the nature of the debate I get involved in, and it is partly my own fault because I'm too reactionary sometimes. What I should do with a lot of those sort of comments that attack me personally is rise above it, but instead I end up using the same sort of language that the original person has used. Basically, I'm fed up with this sort of back and forth thing that the particular issues aren't even important. It's just about the general issue of this back and forth thing online. And in those sort of debates, no one's ever going to win them because both parties are going to want to make their point. I want to make my point, and whoever's disagreeing with me wants to make their point. Debate is normal. It's in human nature to debate, but I'm just a little bit fed up with it. It's giving me a headache, in fact. And sometimes I admit I'm someone who has struggled with anger. And there's times when I see a comment that really pisses me off. A certain position someone takes. And it's not that I don't regard myself as an intolerant person, in the sense that I'm open-minded. I like people from a wide range of backgrounds, so I don't see myself as an inward-looking figure. However, I do take, let's say, I'll put it this way, I take online comments too seriously, and I feel I have some sort of obligation to respond or get involved or something. I really don't. One purpose I make videos is I believe I've got an advantage. I believe it's a good opportunity to put my views out there to an audience. Some people might disagree, some people won't. And everything I say is based on conviction, either what I'm thinking at the time or a wider conviction. I never say things that I'm just bullshitting. I don't know what I don't know what I believe. True, there's issues I talk about. I maybe need to research the subject a little bit more before making a video, and maybe that's one thing I need to think a bit more about. But nevertheless, everything I say is based on conviction. I never try to please anyone. I never try to be popular. And I believe at the moment it's 50-50 in terms of who supports me and who doesn't, and that's fine. What I would like to say though is I am fed up with responding to comments whereby the person's never going to agree with me and I'm never going to agree with them. What's the point? So if you come onto my videos and you want to attack me or my views, it's your right. I'm leaving the comments section open because I believe in freedom of expression. So if you think I'm full of shit, then come on and say that, whatever. Although, well, if it's personal attacks, I might not put up with that. But if you're just laying out an alternative viewpoint, I've no right to censor you, and I'll keep it. But don't expect me to necessarily respond to your comment, because I don't have time. I'm a busy person. I have a lot to do in this room. I'm a teacher. I do tutorial work a lot of the time. You might say, well, okay, well, how do you have time to make these videos? The particular browser I have now is very fast. It uploads very fast, so it's very easy to make a video. It takes less than 10 minutes. I sometimes talk a little bit too long, but the point is it doesn't take very long. So it's not a problem for me. The same applies also to people who are agreeing with what I'm saying and who respond. Please excuse me if I don't respond to your comment, and I appreciate every comment that's agreeing with me or supporting my viewpoint. Please don't take it personally if I don't respond to you. It's simply because it's, as you know, I've got hundreds of videos. It's simply not possible to respond to every comment. Because then I really would be spending all day on YouTube, and that's not healthy. So there may be times I come out with something and I regret it because I lost my temper and I worded something in a way I could have been a bit more diplomatic about. I do regret that to some extent, and from now on I'm going to be a little bit more diplomatic. But it won't change the general nature of what I believe. Sometimes, I mean, I know in the past, before I had a channel, I would come out with things that were a little bit undiplomatic, let's say, and I do regret that. I could have worded things in a different way. So sometimes I let my temper get the better of me when I make videos, and I shouldn't do that. I'll just conclude with one thing: none of us can know everything. I may well be wrong on a lot of the things I say, but what I don't deny, what I don't pretend otherwise, is that I say anything to make myself popular. I say what I believe online. I try to do it in real life as well. But I'm actually not a very confrontational person. I don't like going up to someone in the street and saying, oh, I disagree with you. It's true, there is a slightly different dynamic online. It's not that I'm a different person online, but there is a different dynamic there. So from now on I'm going to be a little bit more relaxed about alternative views. I'm still going to state my view, and I'm going to let others have their view on my channel. But from now on I'm going to try not to respond to each and every comment I take issue with, because you can't live like that. I don't have the time or the energy. If you do support my channel and my thoughts, and I've had quite a number of people come on and say, oh, keep it up mate, you're doing a good job, etc. Thank you, I do appreciate that. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos, because personally I don't think I'm the most interesting person out there. I don't have any special effects, I don't, etc. I just talk. So even if you disagree with me, I even appreciate your feedback, because you're watching my videos. Thank you. But seriously, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of constant debating back and forth. So if you do have a different point of view, if I don't engage in you, it's not that I'm scared, it's just that I'm fed up with it. It gives me a migraine. I'm fed up with going back and forth. You can have your view, I won't censor it, unless it's a personal attack or something like that, in which case I feel I don't have to put up with that on my channel. But that's the approach I'm going to take. I'm going to try and relax more online, not respond to each and every comment, because then it just gets me going off on a tangent and thinking about things that are wrong related, and it's not really healthy. So thank you for watching my videos, and I'm going to try and make that my philosophy from now on. Cheers.